If you are holding Bitcoin, this is the most important video I can ever make or ever have made. There is a lot of things taking place, a lot of bad news, a lot of good news. And in this video, we're going to be talking about it. We're also going to be talking about where I think Bitcoin is headed right now in the immediate short term and in the next couple of weeks. You're not going to want to miss what I have in store for you today. So make sure if you guys love Bitcoin and cryptos, you give this video a thumbs up and you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of this video. So Bitcoin is now down 11%, nearly 12%. This is the biggest pullback that we have seen in this range. Actually, the biggest pullback was 12%. So Bitcoin usually pulls back around 10 to 12% since it's been in this range. And when it reaches that number, it bounces up magically and it continues to bounce because we are in a range bound environment where it's bouncing back and forth. But the reason why Bitcoin has sold off, we were breaking out. We talked about how we were breaking out. Everything was looking great. Bitcoin was breaking out. We were holding above 71,000. This was the plan. And then we were going to head to 80,000. Well, we rejected very hard. And the reason why we rejected is because I'm going to share something with you guys. Oil, look at the price of oil. Cryptos do the exact opposite of oil. You see how it's going up parabolically? It's created this massive gap. It's up nearly 20% and futures open just now. The reason for this is because in the Strait of Hormuz, these oil ships need to be able to pass through, but because of the conflict that is going on right now, they are not able to. And this is where 25% of the world's oil supply is. So you have all these ships trying to get past, but they are afraid because of Iran is going to attack these ships if they're related to the US or Israel. And there is going to be some big breaking news updates regarding this very soon. There's going to be a solution, in my opinion, and from the data that we are gathering here, that oil ships are going to be able to pass through very shortly. And once they do, oil prices are going to come crashing down and the fear and panic is going to stop. The war is not crashing crypto. The war is not crashing crypto. The war doesn't crash crypto. Wars are actually bullish for crypto. The reason why we were selling off the prior weeks is because the uncertainty of what the US was going to do. But now we have a lot of clarity and certainty with what is going on, and that is bullish. Now, regarding wars, they are truly bullish because guess what it does? The president needs to spend more money with military operations. And guess what he has to do in order to get that money? He has to print money. And when they print money, that money does flow into stocks in crypto indirectly and in a short period of time. This is going to pump cryptos. This is going to pump stocks like a crazy amount. And we also have the Clarity Act. The Clarity Act is going to get passed very soon. The market's going to start pricing this in. And guess what the Clarity Act does? It unlocks trillions of dollars into cryptos directly through hedge funds, institutions, 401ks, state pension plans. All of these funds, all of these monetary instruments of investing are going to pour directly into crypto. Everyone wants crypto. They're still super early. And this is going to flow into Bitcoin first. So Bitcoin just tapped a lot of liquidations here. I was looking at this 65K level for quite some time because we had a lot of liquidations here. Now that we've ran all these bottom side liquidations, now look at above us. Look at all the liquidations above us. They're going to run these liquidations. The reason why we sold off because people were panic buying oil. People were panic selling crypto. People were panic selling stocks. And they're going to realize that oil is going to come crashing down. They're going to buy it all back. So it's an emotional overreaction and they're going to wipe out all these shorts. A lot of people are shorting right now. And you can see there's a lot of bids stacked at $65,000. This is a very bullish thing. This is what you want to see. You take a look at Ethereum here, you can see a lot of bids stacked under ETH, a very strong reaction on Ethereum, strong reaction on Solana here, strong reaction on XRP. These alts are leading the way for Bitcoin right now. We initially dumped very aggressively with futures open, but we have since bounced very aggressively with these altcoins. Altcoins always lead the way. When you see Bitcoin holding steady and altcoins are crashing, that means Bitcoin's going to soon crash. But when you see Bitcoin holding steady and altcoins really pumping, Bitcoin will soon follow. So Bitcoin tapped into a lot of key liquidity, has swept this $66,000 level, and we are holding it for now. If we do lose this level, then we probably can come down to 65,000 and then 63,000 is the next level. But I think these lows are going to end up holding. It's possible that there is more FUD and they could dump us further, but I'm expecting this level. This should hold, especially with this nice big wick. And look at this, not a single bounce. And it's been how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4 red days in a row without a single bounce. There's going to be a bounce between today or tomorrow or by Tuesday, Wednesday, the latest. But there is going to be a big bounce because, again, people are emotionally overreacting and it's panic. And whenever there is any type of emotional overreaction in the markets, there's always going to be a bounce. So ultimately, what we want to see Bitcoin do is we want to see Bitcoin reclaim this Friday low around $68,000. If we can reclaim this low here, then I think Bitcoin is probably going to tap its way into 71,000 and above. So this is what we're looking for. If Bitcoin cannot reclaim this Friday low here, well, then there could be some more downside risk, maybe a little bit of choppiness. But I do think after pulling back approximately 11%, the majority of this sell-off is for sure done for Bitcoin. We have a lot of bullish catalysts. In these next couple of days, we have CPI, we have a lot of data. And I think the data is probably going to be relatively bullish. But the real test is we need to see how the stock market is going to open. Futures have already opened. And if you take a look at NASDAQ, NASDAQ has already gapped down 1.5%. ES has already gapped down, but we're starting to see a little bit of a bounce here. And we're starting to see oil kind of calm down a bit. If oil continues to push down lower, that's going to be a very good sign for cryptos. So these are the levels we're looking at. I'm expecting this week probably go to 71, 72,000. And yes, we could go a little bit lower, flush a little bit lower, but I do think the majority of this sell-off is almost over. It's about over. If you guys got anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I'll see you later.